Hey guys, how's it going? It's Eli, and yes, that's right. You read the title. You know what this is. Yes, I am here to give my thoughts on the recent announced sequel to James Gunn's Superman, one of the first films in the new DC universe and such. Yes. So that's right, guys. After a few mentions and teases that a sequel is going to be on its way, and that James Gunn was going to be writing the script, and man, because is it me or does it feel like he managed to pound out that script like that? Because I'm just saying, because it feels like not long ago he announced that he would be writing the script, and then not long after that he finished it. I mean, obviously James Gunn being a very genius writer and knowing exactly what to put on paper, in the matter of seconds, in that instant. But overall, yes, he had finished the script. And because it feels like not long after the announcement that he had finished writing the script, we now have our official title for the Superman sequel. And if I recall that, Superman's name wouldn't be in the title, But overall, yes, the official title being Man of Tomorrow. So if the first thoughts I have to say about this, with what we know so far about Man of Tomorrow, well, for one thing, we now know what the title is going to be, and that's a very fitting title for the Superman film, because I seem to recall that, that's somewhere in the comics. Maybe I've heard that before, that Superman has at times been referred to as the Man of Tomorrow. I mean, it's like, Batman's been described, with different words, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, it's like but with each Batman and Superman, well, Batman would sometimes be referred to as the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight. So in the case of Superman, well, obviously, the Man of Steel, which that being a title for a Superman film, and also being referred to as the Man of Tomorrow. So that's great to see that another name he technically goes by is going to be the title for this new Superman film. That's great to see. And we've already gotten some tease/announcements, coordinated teasers. And I do have this up because some details about Man of Tomorrow, just in case, for me to talk about and such. So coordinated teasers, because both David Corenswet and Nicholas Hoult, they each shared their own teaser art pics from different DC artists, from George Gemens, if I got the full name right, and Mitch Gerads, if I mispronounced their names some, again, you know me sometimes, respectively. So, they showed these and teased this via Instagram, and matching the announcement's tone and caption. So those art pics, and because with the green screen backdrop, obviously I have to have that. So those art pics, well, that indicates that in the case of Lex Luthor, obviously we're getting Lex Luthor back. Looks as though that Lex Luthor is going to be wearing his special robotic armor, to take on Superman. Oh, that's going to be really exciting to see brought to life on the big screen. And in the case of this this variation of the world of Superman, this DC universe. And already we've so far have gotten announcements on whom is coming back, obviously, for the Superman sequel. Obviously, David Corenswet and Nicholas Hoult, but also Isabella Merced. I did see where, she also teased something on social media, which clearly indicates that she's coming back as Hawkgirl. Hawkgirl's real name being Kendra Saunders, but primarily Hawkgirl. I presume that from Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner / one of the 3 human Green Lanterns are coming back, and more than likely as well as, say, Krypto the Superdog. And I have no doubt that we'll once again see Jimmy Olsen and Miss Tessmacher! I love just to say it that way, like what Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor, how he said Miss Teschmacher's name. Well, yeah, overall, I presume we'll see them again, and seeing how their relationship is doing. Yeah. Yeah, besides, like, obviously, we've now seen the movie. I have, of course, my dad as well. You know, so we've seen that, yeah, in this, Jimmy Olsen and Miss Teschmacher, they had a relationship once, and now they're back together. I mean, you know, come on. Jimmy's a lucky man for sure. And for someone to care about him that much, oh, don't let her go. Yeah. And also, Rachel Brosnahan, if I mispronounced her name some, but you know who it is, of course. Lois Lane. Obviously, she's coming back. And Millie Alcock, yeah, she's coming back as Supergirl. I mean, I think it's obvious, and, well, I mean, yeah, obviously, since we saw her at the very end of the first Superman film, and that obviously was a tease for her movie, which we will be getting very soon. And I presume, okay, and let me also point this out. Man of Tomorrow is not the only thing I'm going to talk about in this video, okay? Because, you know, it shouldn't be the only thing to talk about, and obviously to mention some of the other comic book films that are coming, that will be coming soon, and around the same time as Man of Tomorrow. But on Supergirl, I presume that the Supergirl film, maybe possibly, I mean, they've got plenty of time to incorporate this. There might be a tease. You never know. There might be a tease for Man of Tomorrow. Not to mention that, I heard about this, that David Cornsweet as Superman is supposed to appear in something else before Man of Tomorrow. And what could that be? I wonder. I would presume Supergirl, but we'll just have to wait and see. You know, with whatever James Gunn and the others have in store, and where we're going to see Superman next, before Man of Tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, and also, because, other details about Man of Tomorrow, because, yeah. Well, yeah, because what's next? Yeah, because, well, filming is expected to begin, you know, begin soon, and we already have a release date for, Man of Tomorrow. It will be released in the, yeah, summer of 2027. Well, that's good to see. I mean, we won't have to wait that long, just, you know, and sometimes, follow-up movies, sometimes, you know, they sometimes come out like 2 years after the previous one. You get what I'm saying, just, yeah, so that's good to see. So, yeah. So, and also, it says here, the future of the DC Universe, Man of Tomorrow is part of a large DC universe, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so, and also, yeah, also James Gunn's announcement, because Gunn announced the title and release date, and, yeah, by showing the art pics, but yeah, just overall, I can't wait for this to come out. And, oh, yes, July 9th, that's when it's coming out, July 9th, 2027, so, yeah, hey, just like how the first Superman film came out, the same month, being in July, good. Yeah, but again, I am definitely looking forward to what Man of Tomorrow has in store. I really enjoyed, both me and my dad, we really enjoyed the first Superman film, and I'm sure the same goes for a lot of you, and it's going to be really exciting that it's going to be coming out the same year as other big comic book films. Well, because we are to expect the next Spider-Verse animated film. We are also to, obviously, expect Avengers Secret Wars. But also, we are to expect The Batman Part 2. And this is going to be the first time ever that both a Superman and a Batman movie are coming out the same year. That's going to be big. Yeah. That will be pretty exciting. And still, to keep in mind that The Batman Part 2, you know, Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves, you know, that world of Batman, not in the main DC universe, okay? And it's been established very clearly. Also, yeah, because with what's coming before Man of Tomorrow, well, again, you know, we're getting Supergirl, but also we're getting Clayface. And, you know, the fact that Clayface, the movie Clayface, it is going to be taking place in the DC universe, not in the Batman universe with Robert Pattinson, which that was established already. And not to mention that, as I record this, they've been filming Clayface, and that's great to see. Yeah, and I've seen a couple of, I'm sure you have too, a couple of, on-set photos and, those that take pictures of what's on the set and where they're filming. And there's a bit where, What's-Him-Face, who's playing Clayface, he's doing a bit of dancing. That'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what the Clayface movie has in store and being set in the main DC universe. And I already checked on its IMDb page. I gotta slow down. The Clayface movie already has a description / the story, and in it, a mention of Batman. Now, obviously, and until the time comes when they're ready to do this and so on, maybe hopefully we won't have to wait that long, but even on account of, say, Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves' Batman film, part 2, but besides that, point being, there's no doubt, of course, we will soon get to see Batman in the main DC universe alongside with David Corenswet's Superman and all the others, because already Batman's been mentioned, in case any of you missed it, because, Gotham City, there's an Easter egg mentioning Gotham City, a road path that would take you directly to Gotham City. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so already we know that, obviously Gotham City is present, and, well, thus Batman. But we'll just have to wait and see and play it by ear, whatever James Gunn and the others have in store. Not to mention that, we still have Peacemaker Season 2 going on, as well as another upcoming live-action show of the DC Universe later on, which being The Lanterns, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Also, I've heard about this, and can't forget to mention this either, that supposedly, and it's rumored, that we might also see Rick Flag Jr. and Peacemaker, maybe Clayface, maybe they'll have some spots in Man of Tomorrow. I mean, what would Clayface be doing in that? Maybe, I guess if they can come up with something that makes sense for Clayface to be present in Man of Tomorrow, we'll have to wait and see. But, also because, I now just thought of this, because we haven't heard anything else about Blue Beetle, because James Gunn had already stated that Blue Beetle is going to be a part of the main DC universe, and, hopefully sometime soon we'll find out more about what's next for the character of Blue Beetle. Also, not to mention that James Gunn, he's really interested. We are too. I'm sure you guys feel the same way too. He's very interested in, and hoping, by bringing back Idris Elba and Margot Robbie as, their characters. Yeah. I don't see why that can't happen, and it seems that Margot Robbie, I heard about this, maybe you have too, that Margot Robbie herself has expressed interest in coming back, but hasn't heard anything back from James Gunn. Hopefully, they'll get on to it. They'll have a talk and, make plans for what's next in store for Harley Quinn. Yeah. But anything else to say on Man of Tomorrow? Well, it's going to be interesting to see what's in store for the next Superman film and what Lex Luthor is going to be doing this time. As we all know, he was, the world turned his back on him. Now he's being thrown into jail, and his business is done for, and that's going to be great. And how maddening Lex Luthor is going to be this time. We know how he was in the first one, and oh boy, because however he's going to be in the next installment, that's going to be interesting. Yeah. Overall, it's really exciting that, we now know that we won't have to wait too long for the next installment of the DC Universe centering on Superman, and the sequel being titled Man of Tomorrow. And until we get more details, then I'll have more to say, you'll have more to say. But for all we know right now, because, we know that it's happening, and with its official title, its release date, whom is so far coming back for the sequel. Again, I have no doubt, of course, from, say, Jimmy Olsen, Miss Tessmacher, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Crypto the Superdog, need I go on? They'll all be coming back as well. I have no doubt. Yeah, and also with the other DC materials I mentioned, and in the addition of Marvel, yeah, I definitely look forward to all of that as well. And with whatever, from say Supergirl, Clayface, the Lanterns, and some more animation in the DC universe. I didn't mention that because, as I seem to recall, yeah, we are to expect seeing a season 2 of Creature Commandos. So, with whatever that's going to have in store, that'll be pretty exciting. Yeah. Also, because, yeah, I have no doubt, of course, because I'm now just thinking of this, that maybe possibly we're going to see some of the characters, maybe all of them, it depends. Maybe we'll see them in their live-action form. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, Sergeant Rock... Is that right? The one DC material that's going to be turned into a movie, where as of now, originally Daniel Craig was considered, but it seems as though that Colin Farrell is going to be playing the title character. And, good for him, because getting to be a part of the DC universe, and we've already seen him as the Penguin, now he'll get to play a hero. Good for him, so, yeah. So, and that too, because with however that's going to turn out, and whatever that's going to have in store, will be pretty exciting as well. If I did get that name right, Sergeant Rock, because, actually, because I'm just gonna, yes, I did get it right, Sergeant Rock. Okay, good. I didn't need to put a text or anything. I just type it in, so yeah. So right there, yeah, Sergeant Rock. So, yeah, overall, that's going to be pretty exciting for that to happen, and, with however that's going to turn out. So, yeah, almost forgot to mention it, but good thing I didn't. So, yeah, because I mentioned all the other DC materials that are so far happening, yeah, in the new DC universe. Okay, just again, overall, it's great to see what we know so far about Man of Tomorrow, and the more further updates we get down the road, yeah, and I'll definitely plan on making another one of these videos. And what about you guys? What do you think so far about the upcoming Superman sequel, which now being officially titled Man of Tomorrow? Any of you, I presume, you did enjoy and were surprised to see how fantastic the first Superman film turned out, and, when it was announced that James Gunn was going to be writing it, now we have the title. Yeah, what do you think of the title itself, and whom is so far coming back, and those art pics that each Corn Sweat and Halt, they posted on social media, yeah? Is it going to be pretty exciting for you to see Lex Luthor in that armor getup? And whom is rumored to possibly be in Man of Tomorrow, and with the other upcoming DC materials besides Man of Tomorrow, and yeah, 2027 gonna be a big year for comic book films, because yeah, along with Man of Tomorrow, the next Spider-Verse animated film, Avengers Secret Wars, The Batman Part 2, need I go on? Just overall, what do you think so far with the announcement of the Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow, with what all I've had to say? And yeah, what did you think of this video with my thoughts, the first thoughts I've had to say so far on Man of Tomorrow? Leave comments and give this video a like, as always. And so guys, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me giving my first thoughts so far for Man of Tomorrow, the upcoming Superman sequel. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and again, until we get more updates on Man of Tomorrow, and I do another one of these videos giving more of my thoughts, peace out.